Hi all, I have some very interesting games of one of the youngest child prodigies in chess who played at the Reykjavik Open in 2018. His name is Nodirbek Abdusattorov. So this is a name which you're probably going to hear more and more if he really fulfills his potential. He was born September the 18th, 2004, an Uzbek chess prodigy. On October 29th, 2017, he became the second youngest chess grandmaster in history at the age of 13 years, 1 month and 11 days. So this is actually, the youngest was Sergei Karyakin. And of course Magnus Carlsen is up there as one of the youngest child prodigies as well. So if he's really got this gigantic potential, you know, he could be a future world champion. Anyway, let's see this game. So this is Daniel Bisby, who I happen to know from the Middlesex Chess League, a very dangerous British player, a FIDE master. He's over 210 ECF, you know, very, very high rated in British grading terms, ECF grading terms. So knight f3 from Daniel Bisby, knight f6, g3. So Daniel wants to avoid too much opening theory. But we have the energetic b5 from Nodirbek. So challenging this bishop is quite trendy actually in recent years, like this. A very hyper-accelerated fianchetto. Or fianchetto if you prefer to say that word like that. So bishop b7, white castles e6, d3, d6, e4. So white's playing a King's Engine attack setup. c5. Black is gaining space on the queen side. Knight e7, h3, bishop e7. Black is not fianchettoing over here. Knight h2, preparing f4, potentially. d5, striking in the centre though. That's a bit discouraging to white, just carrying on routinely with f4. Queen e2. And black stakes some space here with d4. Now f4, e5. This tries to keep lock and key on the bishop, of course. That bishop can be hemmed in by its own pawn. Knight d f3, queen c7, f5. Black has not committed yet to castling kingside. If black castles kingside, then sure, this looks actually even more dangerous. But because black hasn't placed his king yet on the kingside, we see actually h6, g4, and now g5, trying to lock down things. a4, a6, bishop d2, and now c4, which gives black access to that c5 square to try and put pressure on white's pawn chain. A takes, a couple of rooks come off. h4. Black takes this. Rook a1. Bishop moves. Bishop e1. Rook g8. Is this all in black's favour? Is white meant to be attacking here? This g-file looks a little bit dangerous. Knight takes h4. The pawn chain attack continues. C takes. C takes. And now queen d8. Interesting move here, setting up a battery. So maybe there's some tactics like knight e4, knight d5 even, just to hit h4 with this battery. King f1. This might be tactically justified here, king f1, against any concerns on h4. Black actually doesn't play anything too energetic here. There's also potential for infiltrating on the queen side as well. There's some concerns here about trying to be too greedy. Instead, we see the move b4, just keeping things stable and just gaining space. Bishop f3, and the queen actually goes back to b6, so as if the knight's been let off. Bishop d2, but now knight c5. What hasn't been let off is this d3 pawn. We see now, after knight g2, bishop a6, d3 is a big, big concern. The knight stumbles back. Knight fd7, as though bishop g5 would be nice to swap off this dark square bishop. White plays g5, so that's a pawn sack, which seems not entirely great for white, the resulting initiative. It seems white's huddled up defensively. Knight f6, queen c2. don't worry, people can do videos of me against this 13-year-old grandmaster or whatever, 5-year-old grandmaster. I'm sure it's going to happen to all of us. So I'm sorry, chess is just getting younger and younger. It's just very mature play from black, just undermining the pawn chain at its base, exploitable base. Yeah, it's just huge pressure on white. The king on f1, it doesn't look very good with this crossfire of the bishop here and the rook here. Visually, this is not the position you want against a 13-year-old grandmaster. Rook c1, knight fd7, bishop g4, and yes, quite a logical tactic here stems from this position. Can you guess? Black to play. If I give you 5 seconds. Oh dear, oh dear. What would you play in this position with black? Knight takes e4. Yeah, this is an overloaded knight trying to protect the bishop here, as well as the e4 points. It does capture back on e4, but g4 is taken. White's crumbling, it seems. Queen e2, check. King g1, the queen switches over here. Small infiltration, but it's not a major concern after h3. This is a nasty form pawn now. One of my favourite attacking things is a form pawn. Knight f3, queen g7 check, king h2, and guess what black plays here, which is a really crunching, finishing move in this position. Black to play, if I give you 5 seconds, starting from now. Okay, rook takes e4, the queen's overloaded now. Queen can't take here without allowing, it didn't happen, white resigned. If queen takes, then there's queen g2, the form pawn made use of for queen g2, checkmate. They're just getting younger and younger these days. I think it's in the nature of chess. Chess is a perfect information game, and if you think about it, technologically we've got so much information now at our fingertips. It's easy to get the latest games. Years ago, you know, IAMS might have had to have other technologies like telefax or fax machines to get PGNs around the world. Now it's just so easy for anyone, and kids can just get access to amazing videos like from this channel and other channels, etc. And as an information game, yeah, it's probably just going to get younger and younger, the talents. But before this, it was Sergei Karyakin, who we all know about. So this is the newest kid on the block. So amazing player, especially for his age, getting the Grandmaster title just last year. So Reykjavik Open, he did really well. Okay, comments, questions, likes, shares appreciated. Thanks so much.